Two cars driving through a San Rico night. It looked like a peaceful scene, but we were being hunted. The vans were full of stolen meth. We'd taken it from the Japanese on Cartel territory, and they'd heard about it. They'd intercepted us on the beach and there'd been a firefight. We could only assume there were more on the way. The cartel must have mobilized an army to bring us down. It blocked off every road. The bullet went straight through my collarbone. It felt like being punched. I'd been shot before, and I was still standing. There was no pain, only adrenaline. We had to get the vehicles off the road. Being alive was more important than any meth. They could keep that, but we weren't expecting any forgiveness. Trying to sneak along the beach on foot seemed like the best option. We knew that we were being followed. It didn't take long for the cartel to pick up the trail. It laid down some covering fire so he could escape down to the beach. They just followed him down. He was being attacked from the other direction too. These guys were wearing body armor and had automatic weapons. We had to pick our shots. Carlo was cornered behind a dumpster. I did what I could with the pistol at the long range. Carlo finished him off. I could only hope that our safe house in San Rico hadn't been compromised. It was possible that they knew the location that we were heading to. We could only hope that they weren't on our doorstep. We seemed to be avoiding most of them by using this route. To be safe, we circled around through a neighbor's house. One of them was on my doorstep. There was another crouching in the bushes to the left. Thought he was hidden, but I could detect his outline. These guys were everywhere. Was it a coincidence that they were on my doorstep, or were they waiting for me? I moved a little closer so I could get a clean shot. Hit him above the armor and he went down quickly. We entered the house around the back. Less attention the better. The cartel soldier glanced me with another shot. I was starting to lose blood. We needed to get inside soon. He had an automatic weapon, we had pistols. It was an unfair fight, but there were two of us. I put him down with the best shot to the chest, but he got right back up. I thought the second shot had finished him off. That body armor was as good as the military grade stuff. Couldn't help but wonder where they were getting it from. Things were going to hell. The cartel had brought an army down on top of us. We'd provoked a dangerous animal. We'd been bitten badly by it. After grabbing some gauze and medical supplies, Carlo followed me into the bathroom to plug my bullet wounds with tampons while he told me off. I couldn't remember whose idea this had been, but he was quick to let me know that it had been mine. Out on the island, it seemed like the most appropriate course of action. But now that I was in my bathroom covered in blood, well, regret sets in. There was only one person that we could call to for help out here. Dario Caruso. He was our only friend in this part of the world, because he had a contact with Century Security Inc. He was a made man with the Mercantis. His behaviour had been a little erratic over the years, to say the best, but still, he'd proven to be a loyal and trustworthy friend. He emailed us and said that he'd dispatch a few specialists to the location behind the hardware store to meet us. For obvious reasons, he couldn't drive right past my house. The cartel could have known where I lived, and if we got connected, it would be a giant headache for everyone. Dario said that if we reached his specialists, they could arrange to get us out of the city undercover. The next morning, when the bleeding had stopped, we headed out. The streets seemed quiet, but we still went through people's backyards and kept our guns in our hands. This was a cartel town. There were eyes and ears everywhere, and we'd be seen eventually. As I ran, the bullet wounds started to open up again. I was fairly numbed off on a handful of Xanax and some crystal methamphetamines that Carlo had in his pocket. They took away the better part of the pain and kept me on my feet. Feeling frisky too. Despite the fact that my boots were slowly filling with blood. I eventually spotted the cartel on the streets. They were everywhere, dozens of them probably. Eventually I decided not to take the shot. Carlo, however, couldn't resist. They spotted us quickly. We realized how many of them there were. Despite this, Carlo went on the offensive to give me some room to escape. We had to cross the street and get around the corner to reach the location behind the hardware store. Body armor made them tough kills. Carlo's persistence eventually paid off. I could only hope that these guys would be there. We were on our own, and this might be the end of the road. To my relief, I saw the outline of 2 Sentry security trucks. Carlo went straight for them. They were right behind us though. Sentry security guards joined the firefight. All of a sudden, it was a lot more even. They were 2 ex-Special Forces types with automatic weapons. Desperate, we'd won the fight quickly.
Loser! You dirtbag! Sweet Jesus!
That was the last of them, for now at least. We still had to get out of the city. The body count was staggering.
Jesus!
It was a mess. I'd been hit at least 3 times. Even through all the drugs, I was feeling woozy. Despite that, we equipped ourselves with some automatic weapons from the back of the Sentry security truck. Once we were tooled up, we went and spoke to the soldiers. Apparently a convoy left this location twice every day for Sentry security. If we drove the trucks out of here now, we'd probably just slip in with the regular traffic. It was worth a shot. I felt a little more comfortable with a big gun in my hand too. Thank God for Dario. He was a good friend to have in that part of the world. It wasn't until I was in the truck that I really started to feel the pain. Needed to get to hospital fast. Blood transfusion. 2 probably. And a stiff drink. In rapid succession through the same IV if necessary. I felt sorry for the next person that was going to sit in this driver's seat. It already soaked it in blood. I was finally beginning to relax when I saw it. Another roadblock. I was out of my cab the moment I saw that rocket. Just at the moment that I got an automatic rifle, they start pulling out RPGs. It didn't take long for things to get chaotic. Once again, they were everywhere. This must have been their last perimeter. If they thought they could stop us here, they were wrong. We were leaving the city one way or the other. The automatic weapons proved a decisive advantage in the firefight. Stopped them in their tracks. On foot it was. I'd always liked walking through the forest anyway. Especially when there were so many sights to see. Eventually we found it.